Malaysia's education system produces tens of thousands of graduates every year, yet many of these bright minds are left without jobs. Why is this happening in an economy that claims to be growing? According to the Department of Statistics, over 173,000 graduates were unemployed in 2022. There is 1 in every 5 unemployed person in the country. The reason? A mismatch between academic training and industry demand. With AI and automation reshaping the future of work, traditional entry-level jobs are disappearing. Meanwhile, many graduates are still being trained for outdated roles. This skills gap has left employers frustrated and graduates hopeless. As highlighted in the Star and New Straits Times, employers now seek not just paper qualifications, but also problem solvers, coders, and effective communicators, skills rarely emphasized in many local curricula. Language barriers, especially poor English proficiency, further hinder graduates from seizing global job opportunities. Combined with a preference for public sector jobs and a fear of entrepreneurial risk, this has created a stagnant employment pool. So how can we close this gap? Should universities reimagine education to meet digital age demands? And what role does policy play in bridging this divide? Join us as we explore the real stories behind Malaysia's graduate unemployment crisis.
In 2023, several key trends related to unemployment among fresh graduates in Malaysia are highlighted through various graphs. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the unemployment rate among fresh graduates rose to 17.6% in 2023. That means nearly 1 in 5 fresh graduates are unable to secure a job after finishing their studies. This is higher than in previous years and shows that entering the job market is becoming more challenging for new graduates. This chart shows Malaysia unemployment data for June and July 2023. Most unemployed individuals were actively seeking jobs, around 80% in both months. In terms of duration, the majority were unemployed for less than 3 months, about 61%, with only a small portion jobless for over a year, around 6%. This suggests that most people were able to find jobs within a short period. In January 2023 to February 2024, Malaysia's unemployment rate dropped from 3.5% to 3.3%, with the number of unemployed decreasing from 591.9k to 567.0k, showing steady job market improvement.
In this section, there are many factors that fresh graduate unemployment in Malaysia. The first one is individual factors, the second one is labour market factors, and last one is organizational factors. For individual factors, the first one is lack of digital skills. According to a research published on ResearchGate, the lack of digital skills such as digital marketing and data analytics among new Malaysian graduates reduce their competitiveness in the job market. This is not only make it harder for them to secure employment but also affects their starting salaries. Next, for labour market factors is lack of work experience. According to an article that published by Al-Kanate 2024, employers are more likely to choose candidates with little work experience. Graduates without experience find it difficult to compete for job even with good academic qualifications. Number 2 is unrealistic salary expectation. According to Al-Kanate 2024, some graduates had unrealistic salary expectations for entry-level jobs, and that makes it difficult for them to find employment as employers prefer candidates who are more flexible. Last one is organizational factors. For organizational factors is lack of training and development opportunities. According to a report by HRM Asia 2024, organizations that do not provide training and skills development opportunities may cause new graduates to feel undeveloped in their careers, which can lead to the resignation or job dissatisfaction. Second, strict hiring process. According to a report by JobStreet Malaysia 2021, strict hiring process involving multiple interview stage and assessments is one of the main barriers for fresh graduates entering the job markets. Organizations that have a requirement process that is too strict and inflexible may make it difficult for new graduates to enter the job market.
Fresh graduate unemployment remains a pressing issue in Malaysia. In response, multiple efforts have been introduced by individuals, universities and the government to tackle this growing concern. On the individual level, many graduates are turning to online platforms to upskill themselves. For instance, Human Resource Development Corporation Elatih platform offers free training courses on digital marketing, entrepreneurship and soft skills. Other platforms like Open Learning are bridging the gap between formal education and industry needs, integrating micro-credential into accessible learning formats. Universities, under the guidance of the Ministry of Higher Education, have rolled out employability programs. The Graduate Transfer Study conduct annually monitors employment trends and help institutions adjust their academic strategies accordingly. Universities have also enhanced industry partnership to offer more practical exposure through internship, which is vital in addressing the skill mismatch reported by Khazanah Research Institute. The Malaysian government, through initiatives like Jamin Kerja, aims to create over 600,000 jobs, offering rich subsidies to encourage employers to hire fresh graduates. Additionally, job matching platforms like My Future Jobs and structured program under SOCSO have improved the accessibility of job opportunities. Accurate data from the Department of Statistics Malaysia enables more target intervention based on real graduate employment figures. While challenges remain, these collective efforts show a path forward. Through a continuous collaboration and adaptability, Malaysia can better prepare its graduates for an ever-evolving job market.
In conclusion, in Malaysia, new graduate unemployment is still a significant problem. Every year, thousands of graduates are produced by universities, but many still have difficulty finding employment that match their qualification because their skills do not match the demands of the industry. Lack of soft skills, insufficient work experience, and the speed at which automation and artificial intelligence are developing are important contributing factors. Graduates who don't adapt to this change run the risk of falling behind. Universities and the government have taken steps to address this, but in order for graduates to remain relevant, they must also assume responsibility by enhancing their technical and soft skills. Malaysia can create a competitive workforce that boosts the country's economic expansion and lowers graduate unemployment if all stakeholders